Last year, Aldrich Rosas. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Elliott. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Hey, check 24. Check. We're going to 53. Mike 41. Mike 41. Gun. I got him. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Caught left side by Cobb. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. Check 55. At the Giants' 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And some room to work. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Check. Fresno. Go. I got him, Army. We're going to 53. Check 4. Here we go, 47. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. It's caught by Mike Evans. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
It was looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Get out there. At the 37-yard line.
Hey, kill! 26.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. First down, and it's Pollard again. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
47.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here we go. Set. 10 over. You ain't doing nothing, Jack. Greystone, Travis. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Switches. Topper. Shoot.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas.
At the 3-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New York.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now Jones. And he will go down, a Cowboy sack. Randy Gregory just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
It's 2nd down.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a second down coming up. We're scoreless after one. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a second down coming up. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the spark that ignited the Cowboys-Giants rivalry goes back to 1960 when Dallas's first head coach and former New York Giants assistant Tom Landry brought his 0-10 rookie squad into Yankee Stadium. That game would finish a 31-31 tie, the only non-loss in the expansion Cowboys' first season. 6 decades later, still one of the most heated rivalries in the NFL. Heck, even Cowboys head coach Jason Garrett spent 3 seasons in a Giants uniform. And Dallas leads the overall series, including the last 4 meetings. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Check 26, check 26. 26.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Under. Motion.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Room here to run. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 47 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A toss out to Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Nick Perry comes flying in for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Whip. Watch the whip. No.
On third down, Jones going for the deep ball. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
SOS. Everybody kill. Hey, kill. There you go.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Try to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Now Austin, 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24.
From the 24, Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now it's Tate. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Over the middle to Evans. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 37. Marr able to put this one through. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
And it's third down.
Okay, ready?
Max 50, Max 50. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Hey, echo. X3, 218, chopper.
Barkley, toss play left.
Let's go. Come on.
He'll have a first down past the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Let's go.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Saquon Barkley. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Saquon Barkley running right. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Watch your slap. Watch your slap.
Back to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
55. Go, go, go.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. These Cowboys looking good here at AT&T Stadium. Of course, they were really good in this building last year, 7-1 in their 8 games played at home. The only loss was on a Monday night to Tennessee.
Stay at home. Stay at home. 47's the mic. 47's the... We're going to 54. Why?
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got Evans. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now Elliott. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Bang, 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 bang. Gun. Man, move it. You got to get that.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown taking it in. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
35's the mic. Let's go. Ready?
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Smooth.
Jones now on play action. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Come on, fellas.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Tight as Ringo. Tight as on Ringo. Delta. Get it.
Now Jones off the play fake. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Here we go. 480. Mike's 47. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. Here we go. 46. Hey, check Mike. 46.
Prescott from the gun on third. He's got his target. It's Cobb. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick back in 2016, started all 48 games in his first 3 years in the NFL, and now making start number 49 to kick off 2019. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On second down now. It's Elliott. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
46. 46.
Now Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Hey, Haywood. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On the ready.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
Looking to throw. Jones. And an alley to... Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Switch. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. Go. Get out there.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Go. Hey, alert 3.
Hey, kill. 26.
Prescott now. And he fires one incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Under. We're going to 53.
24. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On the return, it's Tate. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, I just kept using it.
This is Barkley, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd and 9, Jones trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 66 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Kill. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike, 54, 55. Eat.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Here's Prescott, escaping the pressure right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Well, Prescott here to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
He's coming. We got double up, double up. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Check, 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 check. Five.
Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrone Crawford picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Ready, ready.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. 3 down, 3 down. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Check, check, check. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Hit it.
Jones throwing on 4th down. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Cowboys, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.